Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about source transformation, and I would say source transformation is by far one of the easiest circuit techniques to learn because all it involves is Ohm's law. So, to start off, what is source transformation? Well, source transformation is a circuit technique that allows you to turn a voltage source that's in series with a resistor and transform that or turn that into a current source that's in parallel with the resistor. And this works vice versa. So you could turn a current source into a voltage source as well. So here's the technical definition that I wrote. I'm going to try to include that while I'm explaining. So as you can see here, I have a voltage source in series with the resistor, and I could actually turn that into a current source in parallel with the resistor. And how am I going to do that? Well, simply using Ohm's law. And I'm just going to use Ohm's law to do that. So I'm going to assign numbers. So let's say this is 3 volts and this is 6 ohms. I'm just going to use Ohm's law. So I is equal to V over R, which is equal to, I have 3 volts over 6 ohms, which is equal to 1 over 2 amps. So my new current source, or my transformed voltage source, has turned into a current source that's 1/2 amps. That has a value of 1/2. And what happens to my resistor? Well, that's the easiest part. It stays the same. It's just 6 ohms. And this actually works the other way around as well. So I'm going to keep the same numbers and write 1/2 amps and 6 ohms. And I'm going to turn this current source that's in parallel with this resistor and transform that into a voltage source that's in series with the resistor. So using Ohm's law, I'm just going to move this R to the other side and get V is equal to IR, and that is equal to 1 over 2 times 6, just basic math, which is equal to 3 volts. So now my new voltage source value is 3 volts, and my resistor value stays the same. And keep in mind that your resistor value for source transformation will always stay the same. It's just the value of your current and voltage sources that usually change depending on the numbers. And also, I just want to go over the directions as well. So let's say my voltage source, positive sign, was below and my negative sign was on top, then my current source will just be pointing down. And all you have to remember, or all you need to know, is current always leaves the positive terminal of a voltage source. So it leaves the positive terminal, and that's the direction. You could even look at my passive sign and polarities video for current and voltage. It actually helps a lot in determining the directions and you won't get confused. So one more thing I want to go over is, what are these terminals? What are these circles? Well, these circles are they're called terminals, and it doesn't really matter what they are, but what matters is that you could actually just have anything connected to it. So there could be, let's say, a whole different circuit, or inductor, capacitor, another resistor. It could be anything connected to it. Like a whole different circuit could be connected to it. But that doesn't matter for this video. In my next video, I'll be showing examples of how to use source transformation and how it could be helpful. And I hope you enjoyed.